Wagwan, everybody. I am your Jamaican Queen, Miss Y. You are tuned into How I See It TV, and this is Accurate Context. And this is just a case study, a fun case study that I did. Hi, Captain Venus. Good night to you. This is a fun case study that I did. I started it. I don't know if y'all recall a video that I posted some weeks ago. Um, with Destiny and Stormy as the on the thumbnail, basically asking like, "Are you my friend?" or something like that. So around that time, I started this mini deep dive, and I finally finished it today because, because of the hurricane and stuff, school were closed for like 2 days, so I had time. So I finished it today, and I'm like super excited. So I was like, should I go live now or should I wait until tomorrow? And I asked y'all on my community wall, and the majority said go live tonight. So here we are. So the title is Destiny. Oh, thank you, Captain. Listen, no, I didn't even get a tiny bit of rain on my side of South Florida, and I have to give thanks for that because there are other people with a different story tonight, and we are praying for them and hoping that they will recover. So the question is Destiny a social a social parasite, or is she a social butterfly? That's the question, right? And I did a little bit of a research, and we're going to talk about it tonight. So remember to like the video, share the link to the channel if you feel like the content needs some more crowd. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, now called X, at How I See It, and on TikTok at How I See It TV. And I have to read my little disclaimer. Okay, let me read my disclaimer, child. So, this research and analysis is based on publicly available social media postings, which I have used to form an opinion, and that is what's informing the conclusion that I'll be making in this video. Now, while I've made efforts to provide accurate and informative content, please note that social media postings may not provide a complete or accurate representation of reality. My interpretation of these postings is subjective and open to alternative perspectives. I am not a licensed psychologist or mental health professional. This content is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only and should not be relied upon for making decisions or judgments about individuals or organizations. By consuming this content, you acknowledge understanding of these limitations. So now that we got all the legal all the legal stuff out the way, let's jump into my research, okay? Oh, where's my document? Okay. Now, let me show y'all this little video right here. Now, y'all recall the video she posted in that dress, right? That was cut out. So keep that video in mind. And then keep the video that she did during Stormy's TikTok live, and keep in mind the things that she said when she posted that video, okay? Because in my opinion, it was a dig at Melody. And now let's enter in this video.
But it was so much fun. And I'm so proud of Latrice and Cliff for opening up this amazing bar. lounge, and restaurant, it's a vibe. And look at Stormy, always a vibe, always a vibe. We had such a good time. Mississippi was good to me, and I'll go back for.
All right. So there's that video. Okay. So friendship parasitism. Let's get into it. Now, Destiny, in my opinion, seems to have hitched her wagon to someone else's star once again. That's on the rise. And I'm talking about Stormy here. All right. Hi, Love Key. She attached herself to Melody and Martel's storyline to the point where, at some point, she felt like the story of her own divorce was overshadowed, or could not be shared because the stars at the time, i.e., Melody and Martel, were divorcing too. And that's what she said on the U Ladies First panel interview 2 years ago. All right. Now, fast forward to 2024. Every time Destiny posts on social media, she's either doing something with Stormy, as if, well, she's doing something with Stormy, or she's talking about her friendship with Stormy, as if to convince the public that they are really super close. When, if that's the truth, she shouldn't need public validation, right? So it seems like she's kind of clout chasing off Stormy right now, in my opinion. Remember, this is opinion. Hi, DG. Thank you for listening. Um, One would think that Destiny should want to build her brand outside of Stormy's light, right? But in my opinion, it doesn't seem like she's working on her product line or her podcast, the Unbreakable podcast. She had done like this promo clip saying that um Cheryl from Selling Tampa and somebody else was gonna be on. We haven't seen that video. She's been doing Messy Mental Health Mondays. In my opinion, Dion is the one steering that ship. Destiny doesn't really seem interested. She's not consistent in anything that she's doing at this point in time, right? And in my opinion, she isn't she isn't promoting her product line as much as she is promoting Stormy's at this point in time. She is not promoting herself as much as Melody and Stormy is promoting themselves and their products. And she has even used Stormy's success to throw digs at Melody again, in my opinion. We've seen her leave from being arrested to being in a video with Portia Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta and Yandy from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They had a shopping event, right? We've heard Moses say in an interview how he tried to advise Destiny that being at a red carpet event, if it wasn't making her money, it doesn't make sense, right? And in her defense, we can say it's important to network. However, not at the expense of your pockets burning, right? Can we safely say that? So, when someone kind of seems to be depending on their attachment to someone else's success, what is that called? Now, from a psychological standpoint, all the things I just described can be considered as the following. One, social loafing. Social loafing. This means that the person is relying on someone else's success rather than investing effort in their own life or their own projects. Two, an attachment theory. forming an intense bond with Stormy, potentially to compensate for her feelings of insecurity or inadequacy. Please remember, I am not a psychologist. I am not diagnosing Destiny. Okay? She might be trying to get a little bit of external validation. In psychology, it is referred to as external validation seeking, where she is constantly seeking public confirmation of her friendship with Stormy. Coattail riding, using Stormy's popularity to boost her own social media presence, right? Which we saw when she made this post. Where is it? When she made this post. Stormy's birthday was what? In August. The trip had already gone. She had why is it not looping? I want it to loop. Okay, here we go. And she made this post where she was in the cutout dress, and just looking at it, you would think that that post was all about her. Nope. When you looked at caption, the caption was all about Stormy. Didn't make any sense to me, but that's what Destiny did. So let's continue. So we are at cold tail riding. Lack of self-efficacy. Difficulty believing in her ability to succeed independently. Now, what could be some possible underlying motivations? One, fear of failure. Destiny may feel overwhelmed by the prospect of building her own brand. 3. A matter of convenience. Riding Stormy's coattails may seem easier than putting in effort to develop her own products or her own projects. 4. Attention seeking. Destiny may crave the validation and attention that comes with associating with popular figures. And let me pull up this little graphics right here of all the popular figures that we've seen her posted up with from time to time, right? Personality traits that might contribute to this behavior. Extroversion. Destiny may thrive on social interactions and seek in external validation. Could be narcissism. She may have an inflated sense of self-importance and is using Stormy's fame to feed her own ego. It could also be a case of inauthenticity. Destiny may prioritize appearances over genuine relationships or her own personal growth. Let's continue because it gets deeper, y'all. What is the phenomenon where a friend attaches themselves to another friend's success and speaks more about what that friend has going on than they do about themselves, right? Or their own business, especially when their business is not as successful at the moment and requires more attention and more promotion. Now, in psychology, this phenomenon that I have described is commonly known as a couple of things. There's like four things that we can we can say this phenomenon falls under, or this description falls under. Hi, Miss Linda Gamble, how are you? One, social parasitism. What is that? This is where a person benefits from someone else's success, reputation, or network without contributing equally or making significant efforts themselves. Does that sound familiar, y'all? Does that sound familiar? Let me know. 2, shelf riding. Attaching oneself to someone else's success or popularity to gain attention, credibility, or benefits. Coattail riding, already talked about this, but let's continue. Riding on the success or fame of someone else to advance one's own interests or career. Social loafing, relying on others' efforts or achievements to compensate for one's own lack of success or motivation. In the context of friendships, this behavior can be characterized as friendship parasitism. Now, I'm not sure if I'm even pronouncing that right, but based on phonics rules, I think I am. Okay. So, friendship parasitism. A friend a friend disproportionately benefits from the other friend's success, network, or achievements. Then there's something called success by association. A person associates themselves with someone successful to enhance their own reputation or credibility. There are some psychological drivers behind this behavior. Insecurities, feeling inadequate or insecure about one's own success or achievements. Again, lack of self efficacy, difficult to believe in one's ability to succeed independently. It could also be envy, y'all. Feeling envious of the friend's success and thus seeking to capitalize off of it or off of the friend's success. Convenience, taking the easy route by attaching oneself to someone else's success rather than putting in effort. Yes, child, she's booed up with Contessa. um, let's continue. What are some signs? Now, this part, y'all, this is the part that I really like. What are some signs that a friend was practicing social loafing or was conducting friendship parasitism once the friendship comes to an end? Right? Once the friendship comes to an end, how can you now realize that, wait a minute, my former friend was a parasite? Say hi. Stop. People, my husband in here bothering me. You're not saying hi? Are you taking my charger? I'm not gonna see it with a charger in a lies. Don't say that. Don't say that, y'all. That's a lie. I've bought chargers. I have bought chargers. We will not let that slide on this live. All right, where were we, y'all? Okay, how can we tell? He want more than a hug, girl. He wants more than a hug. I'm gonna hurry up and let's leave it there. So where were we? How can you tell that a friend was basically a parasite your whole friendship after the friendship has ended? All right. When a friendship ends, signs of social loafing or friendship parasitism may become apparent. Now, how can you spot social loafing signs? Um, what you need? Why you wanna do that right now? I don't want you to do that. You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. Okay. So it's bothering my stuff. All right, anyways. All right, so social loafing. Dependence on the other person for emotional support or problem solving. 2, unbalanced contribution to the friendship. Example, one person is always listening, one person is always giving the advice, or one person was always helping in the friendship. 4, avoidance of conflict or the conversations are always difficult. And we have seen this on Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? Disproportionate benefit from the friendship. So the parasite friend, in psychology, they call one the parasite friend and then they call the other one the host. So you're going to hear me say that more. So the parasite friend uses the host friend's network or resources. So for example, Destiny wanted to go into business with Derica. She used Melody's DJ. She was contacting Abia. She wanted Dawn to manage her, etc., etc. Other signs: overemphasis. There's an overemphasis on the parasitic friend's own needs and desires. There's an overemphasis on the parasitic friend's own needs and desires. I need a village, a village, a village, a village. Using the host friend's name, reputation, or connections for personal gain. 3, a constant seeking of validation, attention, or praise. 4, manipulation or exploitation of the friend's emotions or resources. 5, the parasite friend has a disregard for boundaries. Let's read that part again, y'all. The parasite friend has a disregard for boundaries or disrespects the host friend's autonomy. For example, making it an issue that Mel wasn't calling as much as she used to, even though she knew more than anybody else that sometimes Melody self-isolates after filming that toxic show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Making it a big issue on the reunion, making it seem like Melody was just not in contact at all, even though Melody was texting her. Other post-friendship signs: a quick replacement with a new host friend. Should I repeat that? A quick replacement with a new host friend, i.e., first it was Tisha, then Belinda, now it's Stormy. I'm just saying. Have we ever seen Destiny post any of her friends that are not public figures? Have we? Think about that for a second. Continued use. That's important, y'all. Continued use of the friends or the host friends network or resources. So for example, allegedly using Melody's DJ and allegedly not paying him. Number 4, y'all, bad mouthing or disparaging the former friend. Now we've seen Destiny do this, have we not? 5, a lack of accountability or remorse for harmful behavior. Now, understanding that her and Melody were more of friends than her and Martell. So Melody should not have had to tell her that she needed to back away from Martell. Not apologizing for posting the Eminem kids in the way that she did, and deflecting by saying that the Eminem kids are posted all over social media. So basically, it shouldn't matter that she posted them in the way that she did. Not even acknowledging that she's not their family. The people who have posted the Eminem kids are family. And ain't none of them posting the Eminem kids with coleslaw up in the video. So, as I said, lack of accountability or remorse for harmful behavior. And my sources, because y'all know that I like to read my sources. Social Loafing, a review of the literature written in 2018 by Andrew Mitchener et al., published in the Journal of Applied Psychology, and Social Loafing and Social Compensation, written in 2015 by David G. Rand and Martin A. Nowak, published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology. Friendship Parasitism, um, sorry, the book that I got that from, Parasitic Relationships, written in 2018 by Dr. Craig Malkin, published in Psychology Today, and The Parasitic Nature of Narcissistic Relationships, written in 2019 by Dr. Eleanor Greenberg, published in Psychology Today. And there were so many books I and research that I cited that I'm not going to read anymore. But I just wanted y'all to know that I actually got this information from credible sources. Okay? All right. Now, what are some additional signs of a parasitic friend? Now, this one is going to blow y'all's mind. So, lack of progress or momentum in their own projects. Y'all, does that sound like somebody we know? Or we know through the TV? Lack of progress or momentum in their own projects. 2, constantly, constantly, this is what the research says, not me, constantly changing business ideas or business direction. Relaunch. And now there's another relaunch of candles and body sprays that are also room sprays that are also car sprays. Like, what's going on? Where's the direction? Where's the direction? 3, relying, y'all are gonna laugh at this one. Let me brace for it. Number 3, again, this is the research. This is not Miss Y saying this. Number 3, relying on others, relying relying on others for financial support or resources. Like, I can't even make this stuff up. Again, does this not sound like somebody that we have met through through the lens of Love and Marriage Huntsville? Hi, Miss Cece, how are you? So let me read the signs of a parasitic, the some other signs of a parasitic friend again, right? Lack of progress or momentum in their own projects. 2, constantly changing business ideas or directions. 3, relying on others for financial support or resources. Number 4, using their association with successful friends to compensate for their own lack of success. Is that not interesting, y'all? I really need to go back to school and finish my credits so that I should probably go into psychology. Like, for real, for real. Like, I love it so much. Like, why did I not just go to school for that? Um Not having success with their own business venture. That's number 5. Number 6, history of failed business endeavors. 7, struggling to gain traction or attract customers. 3, and these are all examples of social loafing, right? So wait, I'm sorry, y'all. Examples examples of social loafing in friendships. So, examples of social loafing in friendships. So, 1, history of failed business endeavors. 2, struggling to gain traction or attract customers. 3, lack of innovation or unique value proposition. And 4, overemphasis. Listen to this part, y'all. Overemphasis on networking rather than actual business development. What are these? Examples of social loafing in friendships. Meaning, these are examples of a friend who is relying on their friend's success to push their own business. So, history of failed business endeavors, relaunch of Madani, struggling to gain traction or attract customers with all these body sprays and mists and whatnot, lack of innovation or unique value proposition. I don't know about using a body spray that's also a room spray, that's also a bug spray, that's also a car spray. I don't know about none of that. And 4, overemphasis on networking rather than actual business development. So we're seeing her in all these videos with Stormy shouting out Latrice who is doing big things over there in Mississippi, opening her restaurant. We see her in videos with Portia and Yandy. We see her in pictures with Rashida. She was once close to Melody. We see her at the Stella Awards doing what we don't know. All of that is her, in my opinion, putting an emphasis on I need to network, I need to network, I need to network. But she's not using the networking that she's doing to develop her businesses. Like what is the point of networking to the moon and back, but it's not helping you to grow? That makes no sense, right? Now, some other signs that your friend was a parasite after the friendship ends. Guys, this part, I tell you, it's gonna get deeper. So draw closer, draw closer, draw closer. Some other signs that your friend was a parasite the whole time that y'all were friends, and now you're seeing it now that the friendship ends. 1, aligning themselves with individuals they know their former friend has issues with. Aligning themselves with individuals they know their former friend has issues with, i.e., Tisha, i.e., Stormy, i.e., Martell. Perhaps Coleslaw too. Talking about one that is the best of them all. Like how? You say you love Melody's kids, but you love Wanda? You say you love Melody's kids, but you're in video shouting out Betty? Make it make sense, girl. Make it make sense. So, siding with people who have had conflict with the former friend, forming alliances, forming alliances to gain leverage or credibility. Forming alliance with Martell, forming alliance with Coleslaw to bring back some lukewarm tea to Love and Marriage Huntsville, in my opinion. Using these associations to manipulate or hurt the former friend. Number 4, engaging in gossip or negativity about the former friend. For example, when she sat on the reunion stage and said, I know where the bodies are buried. speaking on Melody's bankruptcy in a negative way, as if she doesn't understand why Melody had to go through bankruptcy in the first place, misrepresenting the truth about the credit card and the car rental situation, misrepresenting Melody's actions regarding her being on the phone with Ariane. All these are proof that, according to my research and my observation, that there was some level of a friendship parasitism happening. Now, the sources I got this information from: The Psychology of Entrepreneurship, written in 2017 by Dr. Alexander K. Koch and Dr. Thomas J. Lang, published in the Journal of Economic Psychology. Social Network Analysis and Entrepreneurship, written in 2019 by Dr. Martin Obshanka, published in the Journal of Business Venturing. Narcissism and Exploitation in Relationships, written in 2018 by Dr. Eleanor Greenberg, published in Psychology Today. And The Dark Triad of Personality, written in 2019 by Dr. Peter Jonasson and Dr. Gregory Webster, published in the Journal of Personality. So my sources are doctors, okay? Doctors. Now, additional insight, y'all. Hi, Scorpion Miss. Pay attention to inconsistencies between a friend's words and their actions. Evaluate your friend's business ventures. Like, if you know you're the most successful friend, Miss Stormy, you need to start evaluating Destiny's business venture, the legitimacy of her business, and the potential for her success, to understand whether or not she is exploiting your success for her own gain. You need to make an assessment of the relationship that Destiny has with others, focusing on whether there is any mutual benefit or if it's purely exploitation. Okay? Now let's connect the dots, y'all. Destiny's behavior with Stormy exhibits signs of friendship parasitism. Destiny is benefiting from Stormy's success and Stormy's network in the same way that she used to benefit from Melody's network and Melody's success. There is a level of social loafing happening, or I should say there's possibly a level of social loafing happening when it comes to Destiny. She is relying on Stormy's popularity instead of promoting her own business. There could possibly be some narcissistic tendencies because she is focusing on herself in a lot of these posts that she's doing, even when she's supposedly celebrating Stormy. And we saw that in that picture, in that video that she posted of um of her in that cutout dress. The video was all about her child, but the caption was a shout out to Stormy. Like a whole paragraph was about Stormy, but the video was all about her. Make it make sense. So other examples. Oh, thank you, Scorpion Miss and Captain Venus. Venus, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hi, Dragonfly Alchemist. How are you? Okay. Wait, where am I? Okay. So other examples. Using Stormy's TikTok shop success to take a dig at Melody Cherie. That is an example of friendship parasitism. Who would have thought? Posting videos and photos with Stormy, prioritizing Stormy's name and brand. We've seen her do this, right? I'm not bugging. I observed it. I'm sure y'all observed it too, right? Right? I'm just saying. Um, where is it? Failing to promote her own business or products. Like, girl, how are you talking more about what Canvas Beauty got going on than what Madani has going on? How? Seemingly leveraging Stormy's network and influence for self promotion. So, as I said, she posted a whole video of her walking up and down in a cute, cutout dress. However, the caption was all about Stormy. So that's leveraging Stormy's network and influence for self promotion. What does this suggest? It suggests that possibly Destiny is seeking validation and credibility through her association with Stormy. It could also suggest that Destiny may feel some level of insecurity about her own business success compared to Melody and Stormy's business success, but she is masking that by pretending that she's just so supportive of Stormy. Um, Number three, she could possibly be exploiting Stormy's popularity to gain attention and relevance. She could also be using Melody's and Stormy's conflict to create opportunities for herself. So, aligning herself with Stormy, well, it's a one sided conflict because we know Melody does not care. So, she's aligning herself with Stormy to gain favor in order to have access to Stormy's network. Right? All right. Ooh, that's it. That's basically it. That's the research, y'all. So, what should Destiny do to break this cycle? She needs to focus on her own business and self development. Stormy needs to begin to establish clear boundaries and prioritize mutual benefits in their relationship. That's all they need to do. Um, Other insights. As I said, Stormy needs to start observing how Destiny is interacting with others, especially those with more success and influence. She needs to evaluate Destiny's business and personal growth and take into consideration how much Destiny is probably relying on the friendship with Stormy at this point in time. All right. Now let me talk about the difference between being a friendship parasite and being a social butterfly. Where did I put that? Oh God. Because we want to give grace. We want to give grace. All right. So a social parasite or friendship parasitism and being a social butterfly are two distinct concepts, right? So, a social parasite is someone who exploits others for personal gain, whether it's emotional, financial, or social. They use manipulation, charm, or coercion to maintain relationships. They stay in a place of victimhood, right? They drain the energy and the resources or the emotions of the host friend. And they lack genuine, operative word, genuine interest in the host friend's well being or their projects or their products or their business. Okay. Um, a social butterfly, on the other hand, They enjoy socializing and meeting new people. They have a wide circle of acquaintances and friends, and a lot of their interactions has nothing to do with business. They're just hanging out with people. They're just enjoying life, right? Um they're often charming and charismatic and outgoing, and they value social connections and community. All right? The key difference is the intent of the relationships being created, okay? The difference between a social butterfly and the person participating in friendship parasitism is the intent. A social parasite is there to exploit others for their personal gain, while a social butterfly just genuinely enjoys connecting with people. The energy dynamic is also different. Social parasites, they tend to drain others. They drain, as I said, their energy, they drain their resources, they drain their network. Whereas a social butterfly, they energize and they uplift others. The quality of the quality of the relationship is also different. Social parasites, it's a toxic cycle. They go from one friend to the other, basically doing the same thing, and we're seeing that. It started with Melody, and when that friendship ended, here goes Destiny leaning on Tisha. Oh, you remember when she did that scene with Marsaw, and they were talking about like the PPP and whatnot. And she was saying that she was going through a difficult time, and Maurice asked her, how did she get through it? And she was like, Tisha. And she talked about how Tisha loaned her nanny for a night when she needed it. She talked about how when she got arrested, one of the person that was there like within seconds to bail her out was Tisha. So those are just some examples of the cycle continuing. It started with Melody. Well, maybe it didn't start with Melody, but when we met Destiny, based on everything that I just described, it started with Melody, then Tisha, and then for whatever reason, Destiny and Stormy are just two peas in a pod right now. Well, no, then it was Belinda. She was about to do the show with Belinda. I don't know what happened with that, but I got some tea on that. Y'all. I promise y'all I'm gonna do it. I haven't gotten the reply that I've been waiting for, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just do the story. So maybe over the weekend. But anyways, then we saw her all about the place with Belinda. I don't think that was an equal exchange in that friendship with her and Belinda. Belinda was the one with the money. Belinda is the one with the influence, right? Even with Martell. Martell is also a social parasite if y'all really think about it. And I'm a proof that when I drop this little tea that I have, okay? And then now we see her in this friendship with Stormy. She's all about the place with Stormy, and she's not focused. Like right now, Destiny should be locked in. She should be locked into building Madani. Well, Madani brands or Madani beauty or whatever it is. She should be locked in right now. But she is hyper focused on the friendship that she has with Stormy. Like, ma'am, why are you down there in Mississippi for a whole weekend hanging out with Stormy? She's doing her what was it? Her high school reunion. You're at her family's house, then you're at Latrice's restaurant. Girl, don't you have some orders to pack? Shouldn't you be over there on your TikTok live trying to get people to buy the body sprays or something? How are you so focused on what everybody else has going on, but your stuff over here is struggling? But Based on the research, that's what a social parasite does. That's what social loafing is. That's what social loafing is, y'all. Where am I? What's the difference? The difference. So quality. She's moving from one friend to the other, doing the same thing. It's like a toxic cycle. But a social butterfly, they cultivate healthy, mutual, operative word, healthy and a mutual connection. Okay. Number four, motivation. One second, y'all. I gotta go turn on the TV. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I had to go turn on the TV. It was getting. I felt like it got gradually louder. So finally, the motivation. A social parasite or friendship parasitism is different from someone who is a social butterfly because of the motivation. A social parasite to seeks self benefit. Okay, everything that they do essentially is self serving. It's all about them. I keep pointing back to the post in that cutout dress. The caption is all about Stormy. However, the video is all about Destiny. Self serving. Self-serving. She is bigging up Stormy and Stormy's success at TikTok, but she had to slide in there a dig towards Melody. Once again, that was self-serving. That dig at Melody was about Destiny's ego and feeling like, in my opinion, feeling like she can use Stormy's success to take a dig at Melody while not realizing that, girl, you really can't even sit with either of them. When you really think about it, you know, what do you feel like Stormy's making more money than Melody? We know Melody is making money. Okay, we know Melody is at millionaire status and she's using her coins wisely. Now, Stormy's making money too. But while you're using Stormy's earnings to take a dig at Melody, girl, what is Madani Beauty doing? So you boosted your ego feeling like, oh, my friend is making more money than you. But girl, where's the focus that you should be having on your things? And what's going on with Madani? Are you at a point where you're about to do another launch? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So that is the difference. Whereas a social butterfly, they value social harmony. Like I try to change my voice when I talk about a social butterfly. A social butterfly, they value social harmony, which means that a social butterfly, if she's congratulating Stormy, that's all she's gonna do. She's not thinking about how can I use this post to take a dig at somebody else or take a dig at somebody else's fan base. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? So a social butterfly, they value social harmony and community. So a social butterfly would be trying to bridge the gap between Melody and Stormy, not trying to make the divide even wider. Oh my gosh. So those are the differences, y'all. Those are the differences. So to distinguish between the two, what can you do? How do you know if somebody is just, trying to social climb? How can you know? How do you know? These are some ways. Observe their behaviors in relationships. Observe what they do in social settings. Is every other statement them trying to get something from somebody? Or are they trying to do something for somebody? And you got to be mindful of the people who enter a room and all they do is want to take, 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 take. Like, hey, can I get a picture? And then boom, you see it posted up on their social media. Hey, take my business card. Yeah, da, 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 da. And then they don't even say, give me your business card. That's one way that you can know if somebody is a social parasite or they're just there to network. They're a social butterfly. Evaluate their motivations and their intentions. Do they just want to come to your event so that people can think that they are doing all these grand things? Or are they coming truly to support? That's the question. Girl, every time I throw a pop-up shop, you're here and you're flicking it up with us, but I don't see you buying anything. Girl, every time we have an event, you're here and you're posting pictures and videos of us, but I don't really see you talking about my products or my brands on your social media. You just want people to think that we're cooler than we actually are. Because Portia has posted about her Pampered by Portia products several times. Have y'all seen Destiny repost anything? Yandy, Yandy has posted her products several times. They even did another pop-up shop, Yandy and Portia together. Did y'all see Destiny repost it? Or leave a comment to say, congrats, y'all. Y'all go buy my girl's candle. It smells so good. Go buy Yandy's skincare line. It's gonna make your face smooth. I don't know what Yandy's products do. I'm just saying. Have we seen posts like that? Or did we just see that one post of her awkwardly gyrated in a video with Portia and Yandy for people to feel like, she knows Portia. Oh, she's cool with a housewife. Oh wow, she's cool with Yandy too. Then she knows all the stars. Or she knows all the reality TV girlies. So that's a question that you have to ask yourself. Evaluate their motivation and their intention. Are they just around me to clout chase? Do they just want a photo op? And if when you analyze it, you realize that all they're doing is clout chasing, and that's somebody that you might to say, stay away from me. You might need to say to them, you need to stay away from me. No, you don't have to show up to this event. No, thank you. Because it's not going to benefit you anyways to have them around. Assess the energy dynamic in the interactions. After you're done interacting with this person, do you feel drained? Again, do you feel like they just was there take, 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 taking from you? Do you feel like you just then poured all your energy into their cup and you left depleted and they did not pour anything back into your cup? Sunny made a point where she said she felt like she spent a lot of time pouring into Destiny's cup, but she didn't see or didn't feel like Destiny poured back into her. And we can say the same thing too when it comes to her friendship with Melody. I feel like the only reason why she was okay with Melody using her card, was okay with Melody putting her card on the application for the car rental place, was because allegedly Melody was helping her to pay down that credit card, helping her to build her credit back up. I'm just saying allegedly. I mean, Melody put it out there that she was paying down the card, so that's all I'm going off of. But again, that was Melody pouring into her. How did Destiny pour back into Melody? Can somebody tell me? I'm trying to figure out. All the benefits seem to have gone to Destiny. I don't know how the friendship really benefited Melody. Derica was Melody's connect. The DJ, Melody's connect. What did Destiny give in the friendship? Again, social media is not, full reality, so we might not be privy to everything that Destiny did, but I'm sure if she had done a lot, she would be out here singing it for the world to know. I guess she can say, well, when Melody's car was in the shop, she would drive Melody around to one or two places, maybe. I guess she could say that. I guess she can say that. Consider feedback from others about your social interaction with the person. So, for example, in Real Housewives of Potomac in season 2, when Monique Samuels came on the scene, some of the cast members were telling Charisse that Monique was using her to social climb. And Charisse, for the life of me, could not see it. She could not see it. And as much as I don't see it for Giselle and as much as I don't see it for Robin, they were right. Because every time Monique would go around Charisse and the women in Charisse's circle, you know what Monique would do? Hey, girl, yes, da, da, da. Oh, give me your number so we can stay in touch. Monique never waited for the person to say, oh my God, I really love your energy. Let's exchange numbers so we can stay in touch. I'm having a brunch next week. I think you should come. Give me your number. Because, those women are like, heighty toity. But yeah, Monique was always the one to put her phone out. Hey, give me your number. So when your friends are saying to you, I feel like she's using you, watch her. Watch her. You might need to listen, because when people are on the outside looking in, they can probably see more than you're seeing. You got rose colored glasses on thinking that this person is your friend. You feel like they're coming to your events just to support you. But behind the scenes, they are talking to all the people in your network, trying to scheme and weasel their way into business deals with your people. And then these people are like, hey girl, so tell me why your friend was over here trying to pitch an idea to me. I feel like you need to watch her. And you might just think, oh no, she's just networking. She's at a luncheon. That's what we're supposed to do at a luncheon. But then she goes to another event of yours and she does the same thing. And she goes to another event and she does the same thing. At what point in time do you say, wait a minute? Wait a minute. Ooh, 11:11, y'all. 11:11. Pause. Let's pause. Take a minute. Say a prayer. Make a wish. That's what I do every time I get a double number or an angel number. Let's pause. Say a prayer. Make a wish. Manifest. Manifest, y'all. Okay. That was the minute. Now, what I normally do and I love catching these randomly, I love it because then I know that it's divine timing and divine alignment. So, what I always do when I catch a double number or an angel number, just like pure chance, I go to Google and I scroll and I scroll. I type in whatever the number is, whether it's 12, 12, 10, 10, 11, 11. I type it in and then I scroll, 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 scroll. I close my eyes and I scroll, 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 scroll. And then when I open my eyes, whatever my finger is on, that's the one that I read. So my finger is on this one, so I'm gonna read it for y'all. Embrace spiritual growth and your life's purposes. Um, increase your spiritual awareness. Discover your true calling. Connect your actions and your spirituality. Build your inner strength and try to guide and inspire others. That's the message that my Google gave me for today. And so that's your message too. So, what's the message? Embrace spiritual growth and your life's purposes. Deepen your personal development. Increase your spiritual awareness. Discover your true calling. Connect your actions to spirituality. Build your inner strength and try to guide and inspire others. I hope you all received that. Maybe someone in here right now needed that message. So I hope that if it's you, that you receive it. So, right, embrace, empower, inspire. Beautifully said, Scorpion Miss. Beautifully said. Embrace, empower, inspire. I love that. I love that. And you know who's gonna be posting that in a second when I get off this line live. You're gonna see me post that on my Instagram. Embrace, empower, inspire. Amen. So, back to what I was reading. See, that got me so caught up. That got me so caught up a while ago. So yeah, where is it? I don't even remember where I was. Um, I don't even remember where I was. I just take that as a sign. I'll just take that as a sign that this is where the live should end because I cannot remember what part. Oh, I wasn't even in this document. My bad. That was the document I was in. So, yeah, consider feedback from others about social interactions. If people are telling you that this person is a user, if people are telling you that this person is a clout chaser, if people are telling you that this person isn't really your friend, they're just aligning themselves with you because of your success, then you might want to listen. So, Stormy, I'm pointing it out to you right now that it seems like your girl is aligning herself with you because of your success. She wants to be attached to whatever you're doing because it's probably easier than to sit and try to build her own network. It's harder to build her own fan base. I'm not She's probably not doing that, but I'm just saying you might want to think about that. Just maybe. And then you might want to test the theory. How can you test the theory? do what Melody did. And Melody wasn't even intentional. She didn't intentionally do this. But, but when a friendship parasite, when a friendship parasite or a social parasite starts to feel abandoned, ooh, where is it? Ooh, I had this information. When a friendship parasite starts to feel abandoned, or they feel like ooh, it's there. What is it? What are the signs? Um and okay, when they start to when the friendship is coming to an end, or they begin to feel ignored or abandoned by the host friend, a parasitic friend will, their initial reaction will be maybe anger at first. They might make attempts to reestablish contact to gain control. They might probably start with some levels of guilt tripping or emotional blackmail. Um, or there could be levels of rage, resentment, or bitterness, self pity, victimhood, or martyrdom, um, or depression, anxiety, or emotional dysregulation. I don't know, does anything connect when it comes to that one? Let me tell you the two things that connected for me when I was reading this, right? So the guilt tripping or the emotional blackmail, that connected for me, right? The resentment and the bitterness, that connected. The victimhood, that connected for me. I was like, this sounds like her. Other patterns of behavior: stalking, harassment, or cyberbullying, spreading rumors, gossip, or defamatory statements, manipulating mutual friends or acquaintances, seeking revenge or sabotage. Now, Melody said Nell Fletcher told her that Destiny said, wait until I get back on the show. I'm going to come with a vengeance. And this is research, y'all. This is not even me giving opinions. This is what them these psychologists who wrote, and I'm going to tell you the sources in a second, but this is what these psychologists came up with. I didn't. So other behavioral patterns, let's rephrase that. Well, let's reiterate: stalking, harassment, or cyberbullying, spreading rumors, gossip, or defamatory statements, manipulating mutual friends or acquaintances, seeking revenge or sabotage, and playing the victim or seeking sympathy. Playing the victim or seeking sympathy. Some social media behaviors: posting passive aggressive updates or subtweets. Oh my God. And you know what that came from, y'all? The impact of social media on interpersonal relationships, in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology, volume 36. Volume 36. Um Pages 1 to 22. Again, psychologists are saying these things. So, posting passive aggressive updates or subtweets. Sharing intimate or confidential information. Sharing intimate or confidential information. Did we not witness this on the show? Am I bugging? Or did we not witness this on the show? And who knows what she's saying off camera to these people who she knows Melody is not cool with? Who knows? And Melody felt like she was telling Martell things that she shouldn't have been telling Martell. So, sharing intimate or confidential information. And let me give you the name, the place that I cited this from. This was written by DJ Cook in 2018, and you can find this in the psycho. You can find this in sorry, the Psychology of Parasitic Relationships in the Journal of Personality Disorders, um, volume 2, wait, no, issue 32, page 147 to 163. So I'm giving y'all my references. This is not things I'm taking off the top of my head. Tagging or mentioning. Now, this is as it relates to Stormy and her dynamic with Stormy, in my opinion. Tagging or mentioning the host friend excessively. I feel like she excessively posts and tags Canvas Girl Beauty, in my opinion. 4, when it comes to her dynamic with Melody, creating a narrative of victimhood or innocence. Again, am I reaching or have we not observed this? And where did I find this? Um, S Forward, that's his last name. S Forward wrote this in 2002. Emotional blackmail, when the people you love use fear, obligation, and guilt to control you. Okay, that was an article that S Forward wrote in 2002. Y'all can go look it up. So creating a narrative of victimhood or innocence. Is that not crazy? That's it's like, for me, this research kind of like hit the nail on the head when it comes to certain things that I already had in my thoughts. And I was glad to know that there were some psychologists out there who, agree with some of the things that, I had. I had in my thoughts. So in conclusion, signs of friendship parasitism: associating with influential people for one's own gain, imbalanced give and take in relationship, excessive posting or tagging on social media, over reliance on the host friend for emotional support. Um, God dang, where's the rest of it? Oh, did I not post the rest of it? Okay. 5, constant need for validation or attention. 6, frequent borrowing of money, resources, or connections. 7, using the host friend's network. Or 8, constantly seeking favors. Constantly seeking favors. So that's my case study, y'all. What did y'all think? Does it make sense? Does it align with anything that y'all have been thinking for a while now when it comes to destiny? Again, we are not diagnosing anything. This was purely for entertainment purposes only. Social media doesn't give a full picture of people's lives and relationships and friendship. But I think for entertainment purposes, this case study was fun and it kind of highlighted some things that that we all have been thinking when it comes to this lady and some of her friendships. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for staying here. It's 11:27. Shout out to Venus, Captain Venus, Scorpion Miz, Dragonfly Alchemist. Who else? Who else? Who else? Love Love Key. Oh, hi, Lisa. I didn't even see you when you came in. I'm sorry. I was probably reading, girl. And Denise, who says, excellent assessment. Oh, not Dusty. I can't with y'all. Give me your phone, Denise. Oh my God. Well, thank y'all for tuning in, and y'all welcome. You're welcome. I enjoyed doing this research. Y'all, I'm gonna really think about going back to school. I told y'all that I was doing hi Miss Cece. Oh, I know I saw Miss Linda Gamble in here. I can't see some of the names at the top. I don't know why StreamYard does that. Um but I was doing my degree in youth development work because that's my passion. And a lot of the courses were psychology based and sociology based. And so I love that area. I'm always reading up on things, and I just have to figure out when I can go back and finish up. I think I have another year or so to be done, and I just need to go back and do it. So I'm gonna do it. And maybe after I'm done, I can probably go and work on maybe a master's in psychology or something, because I really love this area of study. It's very intriguing to me. I love to know how people's minds work. But anyways, thank y'all for tuning in. Because I did this live tonight, I'm not gonna go live tomorrow morning, but I'm sure maybe Glamrox is gonna go live. I know maybe Captain Venus, her live is normally in the afternoons. She helps me to get through my last hour of work. Thank you for that, Venus. I don't think you even know, girl, but you helped me get through my last hour of work. You make it go by so fast. I'm always thankful. So Captain Venus normally goes live at maybe like 2:30, 3 o'clock thereabout. So y'all can tune into her. Glamrox goes live at like 7:30. And then I know Kicking It with Courtney, her time is like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Now I feel weird knowing all these times. And Chef Don Don, he goes live like I think maybe 8, 9, or 10 thereabout. Like he has different times that he goes live. So y'all gotta, just check for that. And I know Tea Talk with Your Girl. I listen to her too in the mornings. She goes live at around 6 or 5:30, I think. So there's so many options, y'all. And if you miss somebody's live, you can always go and tune into the replay. So until next time, I'm sure I will see y'all in these YouTube streets. So walk good. Bye. Good night.